One of the Linux software that I have chosen is Ubuntu. Before we get into the introduction of Ubuntu, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Doses and I have just recently graduated from high school, and this is my second year attending community college. Network security is my associate degree and program that I have taken in the Durham Tech. Ubuntu is one of the OS softwares come with everything that you need to run on your organizations and everywhere you want to use it. And it also came with the application that are in Ubuntu, such as browser, emails, media apps, and also come with a pre-install and 1,000 more games and applications are available in Ubuntu. Ubuntu has made an improvement in the new update for the latest device and can be also work on many hardware. Overall, Ubuntu is a free OS software that you can install in any of your desktop. The new update gives you feature with a powerful search tool for finding any application that you need to use and integrates well with common applications such as audio players, video players, and social media. Now we will compare to Windows 7. Windows 7 requires a minimum of 1,000 MHz processor with 1 GB of RAM, while Ubuntu require a minimum of 700 MHz processor with 384 MB RAM. And Windows 7 came with a price. It's range between from $100 to $300 depending on what version you are buying, but on the other hand, Ubuntu is free of cost. So let's say like if 400 buying the Windows 7, Windows 7 company will get like $45,000 depending on what version they buy, and that's a lot of money. But Ubuntu is free of cost, and this is free for all people who like to use it. Using Ubuntu is almost feel like the same as using Windows 7, but Ubuntu is much more secure and has little or no maintenance, and overall is free of cost. Some issues are Windows 7 must install first in order to use the buttons, and while do booting with Linux, and if you don't install Windows 10 first, then after installations of your button will not boot. And it's really important to back up any file while you're doing the boot installations. The advantage of Ubuntu is that first is install. The install is very easy for any person that don't have a lot of knowledge about computer. Some of the advantage of using Ubuntu is that first, this is one of the most secure operating system, and also is free to install. This will save you a lot of money for IT user or other people who like to use it. Ubuntu is also an open source OS, and most of the software in Ubuntu are pre-installed and user will have a great experience of using it. Ubuntu is very customizable and has a software center full of apps that can run inside the Ubuntu. And if you don't like any particular desktop environment, you can always replace it with a new different OS. And the Ubuntu have a lot of free software apps, and overall it's an open source. Some of the issues that you might have to face while using the Ubuntu is that Ubuntu is sometimes it may be a little bit difficult to get to know how the system works, and sometimes you might get frustrated for some people. And sometimes after you install it, it might not boot up, and this will take some time while you restart the booting. And some of the applications may not work well, and you may have to do a little bit of research and to fixing the problems, and again it will require a little bit of time. Now we will talk about applications. There are 5 applications that I would like to talk about, and one of them is Firefox. Firefox is one of the second most secure web browser in the world, having user share of about 30%. And the Firefox is an open source, also is the only browser made by non-for-profits. Firefox is available not only Windows system, but it also working for Mac, Linux-based desktop, but on Android phone as well, and also tablet too. And it was one of the first browsers to offer themes and add-on platforms to add new features. Another application that I will talk about is Google Chrome. Google Chrome is a free internet browser, and the benefit of using it is that it will work with websites such as Google Translator, Google Chrome Media Players, bars such as calculator, search bars, calculator, and even Earth View from Google Earth. And I will show this all in the buttons after I talk about all the 5 buttons. Another one is the LibreOffice. It's clean interface and have a powerful that will help you unleash your creativity and enhance your productivity. LibreOffice is compatible with a wide range of document formats such as Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Publishers. Overall, LibreOffice is a free and open source software and available for everyone who like to use it. And the fourth one is the GMP. It's a free application that you can run inside of buttons, and again I will show you after I explain this. And it's a free application and open source also. It's almost very similar to a Photoshop, and it runs immediately fast and stable. The physical layer of the screen is almost the same as Photoshop, but it's also customizable and flexible to fit your needs. Since GMP is open source, anyone can modify the course code and develop plugins and new features into it. The last application that I would like to talk about is the Simple Weather Indicator Weathers. Simple Weather Indicator is a free application also, and this overall is tell you the weather, and it's very simple to use. It displays the current weather condition on your user locations, and overall the weather conditions, weather visibility, and more. There's a lot that you can do in this app. And now I will show you in the button itself inside the operating system. So let's take a look inside here. First, we need to put the password. So the first application I would like to talk about is the Firefox. You can run as like a desktop that you have downloaded on your desktop, so like you can search for anything you want. For example, your buttons, it will run like very good on it. So you can do many things with it inside. So you can click on image. It will show you everything. So it's just like you can run this like almost like Windows. And the second is Google Chrome. Google Chrome. So you can search inside the Firefox. So if you type Google Chrome, you can run like very good in here. So you can search like buttons. So it's just like Firefox, but see, you can do many things here. You can search for, or you can watch for videos and more. It runs very smooth, and so it running great on the buttons. And the third application is the LibreOffice. You can use LibreOffice writers, word calculators, and press this law. So one of the examples I would like to show you guys is the LibreOffice writers. So inside the button you can do many things inside. And there's 2 more applications that I would like to talk about, but I will I will download this in the terminal after I show this. So let me close out the file. So see, you can type. You can type many things in here, and you can also save it into a desktop. So you can just put to you, and you can just save it. So applications, and so they already saved in desktop now. So if you close the desktop, it should be saving in here. If not, let me try again. It should work. It should work. So we type Ubuntu and then save it to desktop. Let me see, it should work into desktop. And then let's close. Let's see, it came out here. So you can do a lot of things inside the buttons. Now the fourth application is I will use terminal, and this is the true application. Since I already downloaded it, I will show you again. The first one, GIMP. So you can just type in sudo to download this application. Sudo apt get install. Okay. So it will ask the password. Now it will install for you the applications. Yeah, so after install, you can just come back here and then you can search for this one. I think everything that you download, it will came over here. So this is one of the applications that I download, so you can click on it. You should run it. Okay, you see it runs smoothly inside the Linux operating systems. Buttons. So like I said, you can do many things inside this one. Let's turn. So you can do file, you create nodes, you create anything. So you can just draw inside anything you want. Yeah, you run very good here. So yeah, this is the fourth applications. So there's some more application that you can download inside a button, and it will run very well in there. Yeah, this is the GIMP, so you can draw anything you want inside this application. And then the last one that I will show you guys is the weather indicators. So like here, it shows the weather here. Since I already installed it, after you install it, it will show up in the bar, the top bar here. So in order to download it, you can go to terminal and you can add the, let's change to nodes. No, not this one. Let me close these applications. So terminal, so you can type in, to download the weather indicator, you can type in sudo indicator, weather. So let's tap enter. That should work. So we're gonna go with the channels now. Install downloading. Yeah, since I already downloaded, so as is created. So after you install it, you can always come back here. You can search for application that you installed it, and then you can just click on it. Yeah, it just came out in the top corner of it. Yeah, so basically buttons is like it's very good operating system. You can do many things within it. So yeah, this is the weather indicator on top here. So you can do many things. You can check for weather. And the for my conclusions, overall, Ubuntu is I really like using it. It's one of the most powerful Linux operating system, which is popular for students, and it does not require to have a technical skill in order to use it, because some of the platforms are easy to navigate and very accurate. And lastly, by using a button, it's very friendly software for user and great support. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day.